Hello my creative peeps and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today we're doing a live journal with me, or real time I should say. It's not live, so don't worry, you didn't miss a live. Excuse me while I try to adjust this. Okay, so I have my pen pal journal with Jenny. You've seen me work in this before, and she sent it to me in May, and it's now July. So we're gonna do this. So I feel like that's just like the story of my life, and you guys should just automatically assume that it's gonna be like months later. So her prompts this time were pattern and orange. And usually I don't use orange, so that'll be a fun challenge for me. So thank you, Jenny, for that. For those of you that don't know, this is a journal. I made this journal out of some mixed media paper. It's a B6 size, and I have a lady that we send a couple prompts to each other, and we do a page using those prompts, and then we send it back to the other person. So it's like a pen pal swap journal thing. So this was the last page that Jenny did. She did this, the like string pull through technique, which I saw a lot of people doing. It was really trendy for a minute there, and I wanted to try it, but I was afraid that like I would put like, cause you put water, you soak a string with like paint and water or whatever, or something like that. And then you close the book and you pull the string, and it makes that cool design. But I'm afraid I'd pull the string and everything would be like flying everywhere, like paint splatters in places paint should never be. So I've not tried that, but I think it came out really cool. I will leave her video. No, she didn't do a video. Maybe. I don't know. Jenny, did you do a video? I'm going to have to look. I'll leave her channel linked below anyway. But, so, yeah. We're going to play. We've been taking, oh, sorry, that was probably really loud. I've been taking By Bun's class. Excuse my headphone cord there. I've been taking her By Bun Lunar class. And because of that, I have been really into paint play and just playing with paint. Yeah, made sense, right? So I think I'm just going to take some paint and do a pattern and play around with that. I have my bucket of Dina Wakley acrylics, so I'm going to pull out the oranges. I might have only bought one orange. I think I bought two, or I thought I bought two. Oh boy. I could have sworn I bought two. Maybe it's like stuck in the bottom of my bigger paint bin that this was sitting in, or I'm just crazy and didn't buy two. I like went all ham at the beginning of this year and bought like all the colors because I freaking love Dina Wakley paint. Okay, well, I don't know where that is, so there's that. You're like right in my mouth. That was gross. Oh god. I found it! There you are. Go tangerine. Okay. And I also promised myself that I would use my watercolors more this month. So I think I'm going to do that. I got this Ruby Mountain Paint Co. Handmade watercolor set, swatch sample set thing. And I'm not a super fan because they're a little chalky, but this isn't really a product I have to worry about that, so I think I'm going to use this apricot color a little bit. And we're just going to paint some triangles, I think, to start out with. I don't know if I said that already or not, but I should probably just shut up and start painting so that this thing isn't like 700 years long, since it's going to be in real time. Oh my gosh. So let me tell you about my day, even though this is going to be like later in the week, but that you'll see this. So, I work pretty much every day now, and I work a lot of like back-to-backs, so I don't get a lot of time off, and my time off is usually when I film videos, and work on Etsy and Patreon, and normally I would kind of be, you know, doing some things for myself, like going to the beach and stuff, but because I don't have a lot of time on my hands, I have not got to go outside or to the beach really or anything other than that few hours that you saw in last week's Creative Week video. But that's not what I'm talking about. Where am I going with this, Lan? So today I had the day off, which is where I think I was going with that. And I worked on Etsy journals all day, basically. So I am planning on releasing some stuff into my Etsy shop finally. Again on Sunday, July, 15th. I don't have a time yet. I will be announcing that on Instagram. So, yeah. But I've been pretty much just doing that all day. I really need to answer you guys' comments. Thank you so much for your patience with that. I try to get back to every single person who comments anywhere, because you take the time to say something to me and give me feedback about a video. So I want to take the time to obviously answer you and reply to you, even if it's just like thank you or whatever, because you said you liked my page. So I get to those about once a week. So thank you for your patience with that. I don't know what happened to that triangle right there. It looks really funny. I don't know what I did wrong. I probably should have drawn these out and not just like freehanded them. This is a disaster. Not really, because it's art, but we're just gonna roll with it. So yeah. That's what's going on there. So this week I do have tomorrow off again. It's the only other day I have off, which is really good because I still haven't even finished the journals that are going up, and my patrons get a sneak peek of all the things that are going up on Etsy, and I still have to take all the product photos and make the videos and do footage for Creative Week videos, and I have several nighttime events that I have to attend for other people, and it's just like, oh my god, so much to do, no time to do it, but I'll get it all done. I always do. I might lose my sanity along the way, but it'll get done. So, have you done anything fun this summer? I would love to know. Tell me about all your adventures that I can be jealous about. Or you can tell me about how you're in the same boat as me. And I'll be like, I feel you, girl. I feel you. Yeah. I feel like you really don't want to listen to me talk and paint all these triangles. But oh well. So yeah, so I'm taking this Bi Bun class, and I've actually never taken an online like course before. I've watched online tutorials, like plenty of online tutorials, but I've never done an actual online course where I followed along. I've tried to in the past, and I've just been like, nope, like that's not me, not gonna do it. I can barely even follow the workout program that I bought. I just don't like rules. I just like doing things my own way. But I have been really enjoying the Buy Bun class. Also, so she, for like the first 15 sales or whatever, she had this little like giveaway thing where she was going to give away like a bundle of some of the paper ephemera and stuff you would need for the class. And I really, really wanted one because, well, first giveaway, 2, Buy Bun. But yeah, so I set my alarm and I was like stalking that stuff. I set my alarm. I was standing at work, supposed to be making a bed at the hotel, and refreshed the browser on my phone. I had it all like pulled up to her shop. I just kept hitting refresh until it popped up, and then I purchased right away. Like I had all my stuff saved in PayPal, and I was just like, and she said I was the first one. And that was like such a rewarding moment. I was like, you know what? Being a crazy overprepared person who set an alarm paid off, because not only did I get one, I got the first one. So not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think that's pretty darn cool. Now I'm just waiting for it in the mail, which I'm super impatient about. It's probably only been like 5 days, but I'm like, and the weekend was in the middle, but I'm like, come on, I want it now. Like, I'm terrible at that. Absolutely terrible. I have to not film. Like I said, it's filming. Is it filming? Is a voiceover filming? Not really. I have to record, there we go, the podcast for my patrons after this, and I don't know if I'm going to have anything intelligent left to say by the time I'm done here, because I'm just going to be talking to you guys for this whole video, and then I'm going to be like, wait, what did I want to tell them? Did I already tell them that? Because I'm going to be like, I said that in that video. Did I say that in this video? In this voiceover? I don't know. I'm probably worrying for nothing, but just the little things to think about. This kind of looks like a giraffe, which is kind of funny. I have been listening to a book at work. Well, I'm listening to 2 books at work. I kind of alternate between the 2 depending on my mood. But the one I've been listening to mainly is Mindhunter, and I watched the Netflix series, which I really enjoyed. Also going to be canceling my Netflix, just saying, not happy with them. But anyway, I really enjoyed the Netflix series, so I really wanted to read the book, and I'm listening to the book at work, and I love it so much. It's such a good book. It's about the, for those of you that don't know, I have a degree in psychology, and I originally went because I was really interested in profiling, like criminal profiling. Especially in the way of like serial killers. I know, kind of creepy, but it's just the type of person I am. So the book is all about the people who kind of like started profiling, like the guy who started profiling serial murderers for the FBI, how they like developed their whole process of profiling and how it's evolved over the years, and different cases he's worked on. And he talks about different profiles of different killers and the difference between motive and signature, and just all kinds of things. Just like it's such a nerd book for me. I love it so much. It makes me really happy. So if you're into that kind of thing, I highly, 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 highly suggest that you check that book out because it's just so good. Especially when somebody's reading it to you. And you don't have to read it. Not that I don't enjoy reading. I love reading. But sometimes, because I love nonfiction, sometimes you just got to listen to it. And I know some people don't consider that reading, but... And I used to not too. I used to be the person who was like, that doesn't really count as reading. I can't listen to audiobooks, blah, 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 blah. I'll never remember what they're about. And you know what? I'm so glad I got over that because I've been able to double, if not triple, the amount of books and information that I learn in a year because of that. And I've been able to get through some pretty dry-ass material because that I wouldn't have been able to read otherwise because it was read to me rather than me falling asleep every 3 pages. So, yeah. All right. I think we're going to call that good. I feel like making some crazy marks with some black paint, so we're going to do that. Actually, I kind of want to use liquid ink, but I don't have any black. I think my black like dried up. I have gray. I have my new muted ink that I'm obsessed with. I lied. I do have black ink. I just don't want to get up to get it, okay? Okay. I really don't want to use my muted ink because it's going to be like the wrong color. Because my muted ink is like the gray is purple based. And I really don't want purple and orange. Like, that just doesn't sound like a good time. Alright. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Wow, Leanne, you're actually in a frame. This is crazy. What's happening? Oh, God. That looks really bad. I really just wanted black. Should have just not been lazy and paused the camera and got up and got black. But, oh well. I honestly, like, have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing. Which is the point of art, really, so. Sue me. No, really don't. That would be terrible. Please don't sue me. You can, I guess, if you want, but you ain't gonna get much. I can promise you that. Sorry, weird. I love sound effects. I make very interesting sound effects. And you just got to hear one naturally come out firsthand there, so congratulations. Some of my closest friends haven't even gotten that privilege yet. Well, I guess you are. So you are some of my closest friends, really, because half the people I know don't even know I do shit like this. So I don't really tell people about like my YouTube and my Etsy shop and my Patreon, because they don't journal and they'd be like, "What? Like, why would you do that? That's so weird." And I also have like this imposter syndrome thing where I don't feel like I'm like legitimately doing it. That's another book that I'm reading, Imposter Syndrome or something, which I thought would be really interesting because I'm really interested in learning about imposter syndrome as somebody who like has it. But the book is written as, how do I say this without making anybody like crazy? It's a controversial statement, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's focused on from women's oppression perspective. And I don't, like, obviously as women, we encounter some challenges and setbacks through society that males don't. But to me, it takes away some of the, I don't know, I find it distracting and frustrating that it's not talking about helping me as a person. It's talking about helping women in general. Not that that's bad, but I don't think that the whole book should be focused on that. But anyway. Why did I start talking about that? I have no idea. This is going to be like Nerd Central journaling episode, whatever. Yeah. Alright, now I want to do some yellow watercolor. Where did I? Oh, here it is. I was like, I lost my palette, you guys. Alright. I think we're going to start with some Quinn Gold because Quinn Gold is life. Quinn Gold by Daniel Smith. One of my favorite colors, and I don't even like yellow. So that's saying a lot. And one of the reasons I did my triangles in acrylic was so that I could do this watercolor technique and totally ruin it because I didn't wait for the acrylic paint to dry. So, scratch that. Scratch whatever statement I was going to say. I just don't, zero patience for things to dry. You guys know that. And then I'm going to go in with this mango color. I don't know. Oh, you can't see. Good job, Leanne. This palette is so big, there's like no way I can make it so you guys can see what I'm doing and my page at the same time. But this color is called Mango, and it's from the Brights palette in the Jane Davenports. And maybe it's from the neutrals. I have the neutral and the bright palette, which I've mixed together in this palette, but it really does look like mangoes, and I freaking love it. I love mangoes. I'm addicted. Hi, my name is Leanne, and I'm addicted to mangoes. Not gonna lie. Fresh ones, dry ones, mango flavored things. I just love mangoes so much. I'm really picky though about my dried mangoes because most of the ones you like get in the store and stuff, they have added sugar in them, and they like 20 or 30 grams of sugar in like a dried mango. You don't need the extra sugar. They're mangoes. They're sweet, for like Christ's sake. Like, what is people's problem? So I have to order them online in like bulk. I buy like 2 pounds at a time, which barely lasts me a month, but we don't need to talk about that. But yeah, I feel like I've ranted about that before. Have I told you guys about that before? Probably. If I'm repeating myself a bunch of times, I'm sorry. Not really. Sorry, not sorry, basically, but yeah. What's your, like, one food you're super particular on and you love so much and that you would buy in bulk? Like you're crazy enough to buy in bulk like me? Let me know in the comments below, because maybe I'll have some new things to try out, because that would be cool. I have no idea where this is going now, like seriously. It just looks like a hot mess. A cute hot mess though, but a hot mess no less. Okay. I know what I should do. I'm going to horrify the hell out of some of you guys, but I'm about to do something crazy. Oh, I didn't use my apricot color. What the frick, Leanne? Okay. We're going to use this. It's like a brown color. I thought it was like a orangey color. It's more of like a sienna-y color. This is the burnt sienna. I remember when I was like first started crafting, I was watching the Frugal Crafter, which is actually somebody else who lives in Maine. She probably lives like an hour or two away from me, but anyway, I don't watch her anymore because for my own personal reasons, but I remember just everybody was crazy about this burnt sienna color, and I didn't know much about like actual colors, and for the life of me, I'm like, what is burnt sienna? Like, who like cares? Like, what's so special about this color? And then I remember like a year later figuring out that it was like a shade of brown, and I was like, really? Like, people were obsessed with brown? Like, what? I don't know. It was just to me, it was really weird. I don't know. And my aunt remembers it too. We make jokes about burnt sienna sometimes. It was like the color. I don't even remember what people were buying that had to do with like burnt sienna. I don't think it was paint, but I don't remember what it was. I don't know. Maybe it was paint. I just thought, I don't know, I thought it was really amusing. Oh my god, I need some water. Tip, because I actually realized a lot of people don't know this. Dylusions paint, the Dylusions paint by Ranger, is water-based. So if you have it open for too long, or you live in a hot climate and the water evaporates out of it and it gets chunky, because it's supposed to be really fluid, like I should be able to dump this paint on the desk by doing that. Wouldn't it have been funny if it actually did? But all you have to do is add a little bit of water at a time, screw the cap on, shake it up to like mix it all together, and then do that until you get it back to the desired consistency, and it works again. I actually took a class with Diane Reevely, which was like one of the best experiences of my life. She is amazing. I love her so much. She was, yeah, it was just great. But that was one of the tips she gave in her class. So, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe I just watched her do that online. But anyway, there you go. It doesn't work very well for the defective, like when they first came out, they did, the pink and purple paints were defective, and they get chunky like expired milk. There's no fixing that. But if they're just getting like really thick and not fluid anymore, they haven't gone bad. They've just lost their water. So that's how you fix it. Ta-da! Sharing the love. Sharing the love. Wisdom nugget. I should start calling these Leanne Wisdom Nuggets. 507. Add dilutions. Paint. Water. I can't even talk. That was stupid. Yeah. Okay. This is really, like, this is safari to me. Like, I'm still safaring. I kind of want to do this border and I kind of don't, but I've already started to do it, so it's too late to turn back now. Yeah, I really regret that border. Whatever. Like I said, too late now. So my plan is to write something. I was going to write something with the orange Dylusions pen in the black paint, but I have to wait 24 hours for that to dry in order to be able to do that. So without it destroying the paint pen. So we might have to come up with a new plan for that. I'll maybe reconstitute that later. Probably will forget. But yeah. So I think I'll pause the camera and look for a quote to put on here while this dries. So, okay, so it's the next night. It's like 11 o'clock right now. So I was good and I let this dry for like 24 hours. And I thought I was going to use the orange Dylusions paint pen, but I think I'm going to go with the yellow Uniposca instead. Just because there's so much orange, I feel like it won't stand out the way I want it to. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Anyway, probably shouldn't be doing this at like 11, but I need to get this video edited and up for you guys for tomorrow because I'm working like a crazy woman. So I think I'm going to letter out my quote. I'll speed it up because it'll just be me silently concentrating on writing. But the quote I chose is, "Competition is the law of the jungle, but cooperation is the law of civilization," by Peter, whoever this is, Kropotkin, I don't know. Anyway, I just googled jungle quotes and that seemed to be the one that fit best. So let's speed this up and we'll do some lettering. So we have lettered the quote. That is all good. I really want to do some splatters, but I really also don't want to get to my sprays, which is usually what I would use for splatter. So we're gonna see what we can do with watercolor. Actually, I have this fan brush, which I bought for this reason, that I've never used. So let's see how big of a mess we can make. Probably a giant one, like for real. This is going to be a bad idea, I can feel it, but we're going to do it anyway. So we'll do the Daniel Smith lamp black. Ooh! I'm so glad I remembered that I had bought this brush. Those look so cool. I'm getting it everywhere, just like I said I would. It's like all over the front of my planner right now. The first splatters I did were like super black, and then the other ones are like not so black. There we go. Oh boy. Everywhere. At least it's just watercolor, so I can hopefully wipe it off of things. So black splatters are good. I kind of want to do gold. Should I do some of the Quinn gold? Probably. Let's do it. What if we do it this way? Is it less messy? Oh, I got it in my eye. I don't think it's any less messy. It's just messy in a different direction. Alright. So, that is the fan brush, which is now no longer white, just like all of my other brushes. But, oh well. It looks funky when it's wet. Okay. I think that is it for this page. I'm calling that done. Done, though it's really not my usual style, but I'm very glad that Jenny picked the color orange and pushed me out of my comfort zone, because I actually really like how it came out. it's one of the ones I'll have to try and remember to scan before I send it to her. That way I can print it and put it in my journal because yeah. Alright. Tried to pause it for the That is it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the real-time journal with me. I try to do them sometimes. I know some people don't like them, but other people like them a lot, and I enjoy them. So I try to do them every so often. And my mixed media pages are always a fun one to do it with. So just give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Check out Jennie below. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.